Okay, we are getting started with Dishonored tonight. My first time playing it. It is an Acclaimed Bethesda game. Same people that made Redfall. I actually found out about this game through the bad reviews through Redfall, so I decided to check it out. It's supposed to be one of their best games ever made. Let's get started. Let's see. Missions, load game options. Let's go to options first. Use auto use mana elixir. Okay. Maybe that's it's already on. Kill cam mode, normal, difficulty normal, autosave, head pop amount. I'll probably change that. User interface. Rat shadows. MLAA. I'm gonna leave it on MLA and then we'll change it if we need. Okay, easy. Casual experience for new players. Enemy damage is reduced, your health recovery is improved. Normal. Hard. I'd say normal just because. Dunwall Tower. You have just returned from a journey of several months, visiting other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Okay, first thing we gotta do is put on, hey Tony, how you doing? We gotta put on subtitles.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it.
Go to options, probably under audio. Subtitle mode on. Main dialogue, all speeches. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. What are you up to tonight?
We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
You good? About to go to night-night?
We need help.
Again, put you on my TV. Alright, thank you. Have a good night's rest. Just put the kid to bed and you're about to follow him. No, that's sleep when they sleep. That's like the best advice.
Oh there! We're going up.
Even though that never happens.
Sealed. Ready. Running on the pipes. And she's rising.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Home at last.
So they fill the water up to get.
Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down. The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo. It's been good traveling with you, Corvo. Have you ever met my niece Callista? She's getting more beautiful every year.
Pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
I'll be happy you're back with the watch.
Don't do anything.
I'm no diplomat.
I don't know if I should just leave him because he's walking a little too slowly for me.
Hello, sir.
Ooh, this is beautiful.
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
Sure, let's go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Let's shift this first. She hiding or am I hiding?
Never doubt it.
I have no idea. I don't know if she's hiding or am I hiding.
Mother seemed very sad. Let's go! Come on! Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count. And
Okay.
At the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Press T to enter stealth mode and stay behind cover to break line of sight with enemies and avoid detection. While sneaking your steps from up. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
Okay. All right, press Q or E can lean around corners allowing you. Okay, cool. Got that. Ooh.
Let's see about here.
Ah, she found me.
Did you really think you could hide there? Let's play one last time, please, Corvo.
Okay.
Okay, and find a better hiding place this time. I'll count to 10.
Okay, turn around.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Okay, well, somewhere else then. Here? Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
All right.
Later,
we
will
did
you
it.
give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the rooftop. Did you see any monsters while traveling to the other
Okay, so
island?
this is the thing that they're talking about with the head bobbing. We're turning that off. I hate the head bobbing like with a passion.
She says the big ocean's full of them, but I think she only says that to scare me.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
Cigars tonight?
Oh,
Yes,
either.
of course.
She'll see you at once.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What
Follow
news
me,
have you brought?
Captain. We should leave them.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Oh, snap. To attack with your right hand or attack with your left hand if you have a weapon or equipped. Okay. Press and hold left control to block incoming sword attacks.
Emily, get behind me!
Where is he?
Look out!
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here...
No, he's still here.
Not again! Mommy! No! Get
Oh my
away from
gosh.
her. Corvo! Mommy!
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
What?
What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
Wow. A high body count leads to more rats, more plague victims, and a darker outcome. 6 months have passed since you were accused of the royal spymaster, by the royal spymaster of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter Emily, the royal heir. Now locked away in Cold Bridge prison, the time of your execution draws near.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
I knew they had something to do with it.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well.
He came home 2 days
You were in
early.
the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards, take him back to his cell.
Wow.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here is the key to your cell. Once you're out, head to the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. Alright, cool.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink?
Please, not now.
Okay, which way? That way.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
Oh, I'm almost positive that I'm supposed to be stealth.
Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high.
You're out. Good for
The
you.
noble Lord
Right.
Protector
Cut some
with his
throats.
head chopped off.
Burn this place to the ground.
It's bad.
Okay, with a sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy by pressing left mouse button, or approach an unaware enemy from behind and hold left control to perform a non-lethal takedown. We're gonna do non-lethal takedown. I think that they really think I killed her, and alright,
Attention. The solitary
Kill a
wing is
guard for
off
me,
limits
will ya?
to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
what's the other? Oh. Heard
Seen
it.
any more big rat swarms?
Another night, another
How did they not see him?
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Kind of gives me like a cyberpunk feel. Not a cyberpunk. I'm sorry. What's it called? Bio.
I know you're somewhere around.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Can't make it out of here. Irrigation room, this stuff. Find the explosive. I don't think there's anyone in here that I need to be crouched for. Corvo Attano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for an interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies in his hands, instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it will be your head that rolls next. Read the journal tutorial. Alright, press J to access the journal. There you can review your mission objectives and choose which ones to track. Read mission clues, information about your gear. Okay, cool. We gotta find an explosive.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an Empress is not a trivial matter.
We take this? Okay, throw objects in an enemy's direction. Okay, we got this. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by the cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to White Cliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children become overseers and which must be put down. Okay, I thought I was gonna distract him, but I guess that didn't work.
Backward, lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. A report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving. Huh?
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I don't need shit from you.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Listen. He's still facing me. Gosh darn it, dude. He looks like he's leaving. Okay. Why? Nope, he's coming back.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
No, stupid goddamn Dublin somehow. I'm going. That's it.
Okay, at one point both of them are going to be facing away from me, I think, so. Let me just wait for that guy to make his round back towards that way. There he goes. Yeah, there we go.
Attention.
Although there's probably a lot of stuff here I could grab.
Restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
Well, I went the wrong way because I should have went that way.
Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
Okay. So far, so good.
Still crying about that dice game?
Another night, another patrol with you.
All right. Which way did the other dude go?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Oh, he's way down there. What the heck? Okay, cool. How about? I'm fighting everybody now. I don't care. Okay, whatever. Raiders. Use dates up. Okay. Okay, we closed the door. Oh, we gotta plant the bomb. Okay, we gotta run. Oh god. I know which way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Go to sewers, stay it. Go to sewers. Yes. Oh. Man. You escape Coldbridge Prison with the help of hidden allies. If you can reach the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move. Alright, let me check something out real quick. Option. Graphics. See this MLAA? I don't know what that is. I usually use effects AA, so I'm going to put it on that. And I think, yeah. Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Coldbridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel. When these tunnels dump out into the river, he will bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon.
The Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Shut up. Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Unbreakable door.
Gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
I guess maybe that was a booby trap? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Can y'all see this? Okay. How come they're not eating him? They finished him clean. So now they're eating him. They have to finish him. Wow. You cannot kill the rat plague. This is an extension of what's the one? Plague innocent? Plague tail. I feel like you have to watch out for the rats too, or they will get you. Yeah. What's going on here? Amanda and I had only enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit the city. Aw, they both died. That's sad. Whoa. What the heck? Yeet. No. Oh, there's a whole doorway right here. Oh, whoa.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you? No.
So they're contributing because...
Either way, let's just jump them down there with the rats.
Ew. Yeah, they're feeding the rat. Oh snap, I totally forgot about the rats. I see the way to go. I climb stuff. Maybe that's not the way to go. Oh, there's another door I have to open. I think I need to carry a body, probably, so they can come and eat it. Or something like that. Throw you over here. I don't go get some of that delicious barbecue I just threw over there for you guys. Did I already find this
Attention,
instead?
Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody.
Temporarily
Several
escaped.
brave officers of the state are
You
dead
think?
by his
I'm not coming
hand.
back.
He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
This man has an insatiable appetite. Okay, let's see. Something popped. Here we go. Hold on. We gotta climb it. Great game so far, honestly. These look like booby traps. Ooh, okay. There's a reason. Ooh. Oh! Well, now I know. I knew there was a booby trap, but I didn't see the one on the stairs. Eesh. Okay, let me grab another. Let me grab another bottle. Just in case there's more. There's something over there, but I don't know how to get over there. Maybe I can climb this. Oh, okay, here we go. What the heck? That, please. Okay. Like I don't know if there's anything actually over there for me to take. Who's keeping all these torches lit? That's the question. Oh, you know what? I can loot it from here. Apparently. An incendiary belt. How do I put that on? Hold on. Inventory, maybe? Greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man Samuel, near where those tunnels spill into the Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. Hold on, somebody send me a message. Here we got some special equipment. Ooh. Crossbow and nice. Assign a hotkey to the weapons and or power by selecting the item in the quick access wheel and pressing any shortcut key. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Press and hold to open up the quick access menu. Nice. Okay, so press and hold it, and the crossbow. Just okay. All right. I still feel like we need this. Well, that didn't do much. Can I just shoot it? Samuel. In case you're too daft to remember, look for your whiskey. Look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, get it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. Man, that kind of scared me. I thought something was happening. There's safe going down here, though. That's so weird.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
What if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. Smells like a dead weeper in here.
Drop an em just before landing. You won't take any damage from the fall. Okay, he's gonna break my fall for me. Thank you. Get down real quick. All right, wait a second.
Probably is. They come here to die sometimes in the dark. Just slip into the water, don't come out.
Out here eating good. Eating some pheasant. Who the heck was he talking to? Oh, okay. Okay, it looks like I could either go this way or I could go and see if I can break that door right there. Because where does this even lead? Okay. Please go then. I don't know. I guess maybe we already drank it. Whatever. Okay, there we go. But I feel like there's something in this door. Let's go take a look. A severed body part. Here we go. I knew it. Okay. Good. It's here by the Wren Haven. I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void, but my grandmom's hagfish stew drives the odor away. Ew, how could that be better than anything else? I remember sailing out on this river to the great ocean, that vast blinding light in blue water. I was a tender 15 and our nets were always full to bursting. The old days before everything went to shit. Any way it goes, it's either the boots of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Doesn't matter to me. Why does it look like this leads to something though? Okay. Crossbow is very satisfying. All right, let's see. What is that sound?
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
So if I hadn't killed them, they wouldn't be reporting that. But some of them had to die.
Over here. Quickly.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
I'm Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Oh. I need a moment first.
Look around if you need.
Yeah,
I'll be
let's
here.
Look around real quick.
Don't take too long.
Anything we need. Pick up for survival. Okay, we're done. Got disconnect.
Get in. We've got a hot meal and a warm bed waiting for you.
All right, let's go. Overall chaos. Runes found 0. What? Maybe I wasn't supposed to do all that. Wait a second. Okay, 0 out of 0. So there weren't any. Okay, good. 'Cause I was gonna say I didn't see anything that looked like that ever. Well, okay. Hidden in an old bar in the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalist inner circle to learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
Take 1 second. I think I want to pin something. Hey, Arcade. This is not directly directed at you. I'm just making a pinned thing. You heard this game was good. You never played it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I heard, it's like one is supposed to be one of the best games ever. I actually learned about it through playing Redfall and watching reviews on Redfall, and people are like, "Oh, they're so disappointed considering that they've made such good games like this that are critically acclaimed." And then they bought out Redfall, so it encouraged me to play it. I knew it was on Game Pass. So it's like I feel like I've seen that title before, you know, and sure enough, there it was. So now I want to play all their old games. The Dishonored 1, 2. I want to play Deathloop. I want to play Prey. It looks really good.
We found our man.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock, a true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo.
What did you do today,
I'm going to
Arcade?
come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Wait. Okay, it looked like they didn't want me to go that way, so then I started, but I see something over here glinting. Yum yum. There's some apple pie. No, we don't need the bottle there.
Good.
It reminds me of like, the feel of it kind of reminds me of Bioshock. Work, Bible study, cardio, now gaming and watching. Yeah, what games are you playing? Hey, I gotta scout out where they're keeping me. How many whales are they killing? MLB. You doing Diablo this weekend? The server slam? Well, you scared the crap out of me.
If I may, I am the personal assistant to Lord Pendleton, and one of the senior servants at Pendleton House, as was my father. Now I am entrusted with this house, the home of the Loyalists. I have never seen the Admiral fail at any venture. If order can be restored to the city of Dunwall, I believe he can do it. If anyone can get your old life back, it's him.
Thank you, Wallace. This was always creepy to me. I think like they do this a lot in New York, where there's a doorway that leads to another apartment. They just brick it. Like that's just, I can't live in a place like that. I once went to go look at a house to rent, and it was supposed to be like a duplex, but it was really a house that they split into two. It wasn't like a true duplex. And there was a single door on the second floor that just basically had like this flimsy lock. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I'll leave here. Wake up one morning and somebody's you know, one night or something, somebody standing over me in my bed because they successfully picked the lock. No, thank you. You don't think so? No? Hmm.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress.
I think you're chilling with the
Something
wife before you have to
happened
head
with
out
the
of town
Lord
again for
Regent
work.
that drove the
Good
Admiral
idea.
out. If I understand it right.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
There's some whale oil right there. I'm gonna go back upstairs and back down. I learned that from PUBG to always close doors behind you. I think she's coming out, so it's open for her. Okay, so there's really no way for me to get that whale oil up here besides maybe jumping out the window if that's serious. Oh, stealing stuff right from under his nose.
My furnishings.
No.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
This is what it's like when you're a guest and then you're like just all up in people's houses. Oh, okay. I can read it. I thought it was gonna be like one of those things that just keep going on and on and on. But for me, I like to read things in games. I feel like they put a lot of effort into writing these things up and then people just skip over it. It's kind of annoying. Excerpt from the travel journal of a whaler in its final years, A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, or A Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the Isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. But that's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, so slain, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you can imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandesia. Even the best of it doesn't give me 1 ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long and sleek and singing among waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who knife themselves for a good pair of boots. Each year, I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the city thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet that we tracked the first bull whale we saw in months. We'd seen it in months. Sorry, I'm like congested and it's like bothering me. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Oh, that sucks. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned. Oh, those were all the dead bodies we were seeing. I can only hope they've succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass produce them, the Dunwall Navy could secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him an odd 1 in 5. Lurking from work, this game is great. Hey, pool boy. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Stealing everybody's whale oil. All right, A Gaffer's Tale Volume 1. Oh, I read it backwards. Shoot. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler, A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1, or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow in the cold, the beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, so we spent half of this getting to this capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to the Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish a business. I know my will oil now. Once I helped Nina establish a business, I was free to pursue my dreams. Signing on with the whaling ship was the most exciting thing I had ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice of the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirits so, as the wind and pounding waves racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by the skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes. But she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Wow, what a turn of events. I wonder if it's like, purposeful. Excerpt from a book on naval history, Admiralty and the Fleet. While each of the isles have come some form of naval fleet, none more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the city of Bristol, hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties, or should I say dynasties, like they say over there, family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates and crush seditious uprising, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship's design of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard in the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing, even as the ships return to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale, as the ship moves slowly up the Redhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful whale house companies, such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. It's interesting they say a moving sight because it shouldn't be SIGHT. Anywho, I remember like whale blubber being a huge thing back in the 80s and 90s as an ingredient in lipstick. And that was like, they stopped that practice, hopefully.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we've moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us.
You use whale blubber for sandwiches? Ew.
No doubt. N-bomb. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Gross. All right. Okay, let's, I think we didn't go in this room yet.
Lady Emily Caldwin was abducted 6 months ago during...
So you played this? Excerpt from the book of She Shanties, sang by sailors. What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler? What will we do with the drunken whaler early in the morning? Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner. Feed him to the hungry rats for dinner early in the morning. Wow, this is like crazy. Way, hey, up as she rises, way, hey, up as she rises, way, hey, up as she rises early in the morning. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver. Slice his throat with a rusty cleaver early in the morning. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Stuck him in a sack and throw him over. Stuff him in a sack and throw him over. Early in the morning. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. That song was a little bit too upbeat for what they were talking about.
Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required.
Girl, you thicker than a Snicker.
My.
Not really.
You must be Corvo.
You said you played and beat these games.
At your service.
Part 2 is good too. Aren't there like 3 versions? 3? There's part 2 and then there's another like expansion, isn't
like
there?
The Admiral.
Okay, another one. Litany on the White Cliff. Excerpt from a series of Overseer invocations by High Overseer Abram Templeton. And I say to you, brothers, it is here that we make our stand as a righteous force against the growing darkness. It is here we unite against the spirits of the unknown that would drag us screaming into the night, never to return to our homes, to our families. Together we will serve as a rod to those who would stray from the herd, for the foggy gray waste of the outsider. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so that others will not lose their way. And to those who choose to wander beyond the walls of our homes in far places, we will strike them swiftly before they whisper to their neighbors, filling their hearts with strangeness and doubt. There's a part 2 and there's a standalone part DLC kind of thing? Okay. And I'm lost. I don't even remember where I am anymore. Let's see. Drink some water. I mean, this is at least better than... I guess they have a penchant for like turning things on and off in this game.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends
or in their games in general.
Sunrise, unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary.
Hero, I'm finally here.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
That's right. Post haste.
No.
You're excited about this weekend?
What's happened now? The tank of whale oil is running.
I got whale oil.
Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Should we just throw it?
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Nice.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this
That's true.
mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally?
No.
Lens out of alignment. There. Better now?
No.
I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge
There we go.
the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Let's have a look. Okay, so we could do the crossbow bolts. Did we purchase them? Own 2 out of 10. Wait, crossbow bolts, and then what is it? Okay, we have to press enter. Oh, we have to keep pressing. Oh, I'm broke now. Sleep. Oh, sleep. Okay, bullet. Spring razor. A spring razor trap can be attached to any surface by aiming at it and pressing right. It will be triggered as an enemy approaches, throwing a cloud of shrapnel. Ooh. That's crazy. I want some. Grenade. Uh-oh, we're broke.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
You're right. I'd like to look around for a while.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
The game runs really great for what, 11, 13 years old, whatever. A second solution, excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from a prominent natural philosopher by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message. Excuse me. Its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because the strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I've studied it within the blood of those afflicted, and it's nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while this is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties, not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to the contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy is sure that it will work on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Renhaven River. A lot of reading. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore. What's wrong with the metals in Crystal? King Sparrow feathers? You need feathers? Sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid off by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the old, odd crap you seem to need. All right. Got a map. I think this is the door. Okay, that's the door that... I don't know. I think that's the door that I encountered on the other side when I first got here. All right, let's see. Excerpt from Manual of a New City Watch Procedures. Dead Counter Responsibilities. Commissioned by the Lord Regis in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is in a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in the common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the chest and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coins and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay rate. Oh boy. Sounds like test subjects. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. Jeez, I can't read tonight. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side throughout the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found a row upon row of teeth and baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered fruit from the water that was too small to be chewed. Don't they like plankton and like diatoms and stuff? Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. It's a lot of reading, man. It's like I'm getting dry throat.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be.
Oh,
See if
sadistic.
the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities, subject and the necessary...
Sounds like we're gonna be having like some kind of powers, like telekinesis or something. Oh! Oops. Okay. Is it working? Oh, wait. There we go. I read all that right. Okay. Well, these are some weird doors. Okay, now we gotta go all the way back out and around, I think. Can you put your weapons away?
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
The old port district
Are y'all talking about me behind my back? Hmm?
The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord...
This is nice, actually. I wouldn't mind a room like this. Lee. That was pretty cool. I need to decide if I want to quit here or play a little bit more. What time is it? Kind of hungry, not gonna lie. What the heck? We must be dreaming. Strange gravity. They already started doing something on me. The person that was talking and found a subject.
Your
Wow.
life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that we call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
The heck? Press to execute a fast and steady forward dash through the world. You can use it to move upward, but if the distance is reduced, aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Target your decision. Okay. So we got to target the destination for precision. And then, well, oops. Okay, let's try that again. We target and then, we should read this. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. You cannot save her. What? That's the letter? Okay, it's not as complicated as my brain made it when I read their instruction. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Where they all look the same. The heck are those?
Days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Okay. Use your blink power to reach the outsider. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you're facing a bone charm or a rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press while targeting. Okay.
This is the end of all things, and the beginning.
It's creepy as heck. Okay. Don't look down.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither. No centuries.
Oh, I missed. Oh, okay, let's see. You just press it. What the heck? Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Oh. Calm down, heart. Once you've collected some runes, open journal in the power section to exchange them for those powers. Runes can be collected and used to acquire supernatural powers. Okay. Time. Okay, so dark vision, blink. So this is the one that I can acquire apparently. Okay. Dark vision. Press to see in the dark and to reveal living beings through the solid walls. You can also see their field of view as well as a visual representation of the sounds you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls like security devices, weapons, ammos, coins, keys, or traps.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Take it at night because sometimes it makes me sleepy. It looks like we got 2 new powers. We got the blink and we have dark something. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charm section of the journal. Okay. Well, early life and criminal records, Slackjaw. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by the member of the Bottle Street Gang. You want the chinwig on Slackjaw? What he was like when he was young before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now. But things weren't always like that in the days before he was the boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe at the age of 10. For them, born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working in the mudlark, and no one wanted that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton and Boyle families. As hard as it was on the street, as hungry as we all got, at least we were free. By the time we weren't little ones anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play, and decide on the splits. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coin. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slapjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up to running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we were all taking in a body show in the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot was there, and the sheep seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike got a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw, hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. Ooh. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motioned us off to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just came along. We stopped at the docks and Slackjaw buys, actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship, about 4 feet, made of thick links. and there's shark hooks coming off of it at different angles. Slapjaw's got that thing around her left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the fish was staying, but when we reached his girl's house, Slackjaw threw a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw in the street, a look comes across his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they came together in the street, Slackjaw spins and the shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arms and shoulders. He screams, but Slackjaw holds onto the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm, hooks sunk into Mike the fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well. Hooked like that and use his left hand, but he was a big guy and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was sharing at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going until finally it was just Mike the fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was all over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck it to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we were a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to all the other bosses telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys that delivered the letters. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb. But apparently, Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everybody knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water out cold. One of the older bosses found in his bed with his belly wide open and a Tivian pear stuffed in his mouth. Not sure what that meant. He's a pig. That's what he's, a pig for the roast. Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Jeez. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eyed Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business, real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys in the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Master snitches, the responsible citizen groups that they called themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their home to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers in the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and that things would be running properly from now on, with or without much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first, it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick, and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir or spiritual remedy, they called them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still, where we would have watered the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Solokov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon, everybody in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while, there were so many people down with the plague that everyone was scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have coins for the elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spymaster Burroughs took over, and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town with a boat hound from Morley or one of the other owls, he stayed and he kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch with their taxes and rotation, and that's kept us alive so far. Probably Bottle Street Gang. Wow, That was what a tale. Jeez. The Journal of Granny Rat. Whoa. I feel like I just read like 3 chapters of a documentary. Excerpts from the ramblings of the street that is in. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you at the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden, where the leaves and the stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lamp of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. Front room looks out onto the street, where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into the dreary alley, where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first 2 are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived here with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Ver more, everybody would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor, better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his point, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always home. No, we traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cities, cliffs of the Pandacia, to dig in the rocks and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the world headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, see. What the heck? I keep getting a message from somebody. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup and then he was sick. Better bones was all for my little mute boy, carved in the name of the ones with the black eye. And after my husband was gone and giving away his birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and I don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags, feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boy is always meddling with an old woman trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him. You and me in the dreary night with the stars above and below. Always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Yeah, that was creepy. What the heck are you talking about? Mission clues update. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar, your new allies. A new day. Speak to him in the thing. Okay. Wait, no, there's bone charms. Yeah, we gotta learn what these are. Power effects slightly improve. White rat's friend. White rats won't attack you. Okay, so we gotta attack. We gotta activate these. Gutter feast. White rats can be consumed for mana. Gross. Fire water. Oh, wait. I want this. Shot whiskey bottles exploding greater intensity. Fencer. Win sword versus contest. Oh, actually, no. I actually did. I was a fencer in college. I was a saber fencer. And that sounds fun. Yeah, we've been here before. Did I already read this? No, because all this is still here. Okay, I think I'm going to read everything in this room and then we're going to call it a night. Field survey notes, the royal spy. Excerpts from the personal memoirs of Hiram Burroughs, dated several years earlier. This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning. I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leader flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard will be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. Whoa. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigation. It seems that this is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us. But I know they do. They must. Yes, just mine would rather spend her time with the royal protector. At least he's likely to stop an immediate threat to her safety. But a strong arm is not what's needed against those who undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wine glass or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instructions from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent as play is a moment wasted. I just let her be a kid, maybe? Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day, Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they please. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The water lock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to sleep in, and we're going to suffer for it, mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plan for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and feel themselves on our feet, flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I've been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order. Perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Hiram Burroughs, Royal Spy Master. Mystical rat artifact. Okay. Let me get a glass, like a sip of water, and then read this final passage. Rumors and sightings, doubt. Excerpt from her overseer's covert field report. For over a year now, I've lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my overseer brethren, or the guidance of the blind sisters of the oracular order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of cut-purses, murderers, and worse, and the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I've taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and outlying, God, my eyes are itchy, ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long and I wear weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who were not fit to live. Wow. Executing them justly, and using their deaths as a means to building my reputation. So, far, this trick has allowed me to make my name amongst my murderous colleagues without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dowd in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concern the Abbey as much as Dowd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off the Pandesian coast, taken captive by pirates venturing for... Gosh, my eyes, hold on. I really just need a scratching. Okay, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with Dowd still a shadow in her belly. Okay, who was her baby daddy then? The captain? The earliest stories told of the gang leader without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence followed. Years now, we believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and hidden basements frequented by the fellow dabblers of the forbidden arts. I think maybe Dowd is the guy that gave me the powers. I think it's that overseer, am I saying? Dowd even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time before a schism developed, he counted the Bridgemore witches among his allies. All the while, he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. Okay, so he is connected with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusty-skinned assassin paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and in other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, and all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From nearby rooftop, he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony. Whoa. Here, let me use some eye drops. Too much. So he gestured and then she fell. Wow. I will say that I don't mind the reading at all. It's very, very interesting. It's really great storytelling. Okay. He gestured and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dowd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather, dressed as factory whalers in their vapor masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds and enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claimed to have come upon a strange scene. Carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother, she was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath the window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment used by the miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given to her by a local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dowd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in an argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached home. There can be no doubt. Dowd is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to this evil that this man can do. This is my solemn oath and great purpose of my life. Until Dowd is dead and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way towards him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dowd breathes no more. So, that felt so weird. That creeped me out, I guess. It's like you're trying to piece together stuff. Let's see what these say. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Okay. Whew. All right. I think I've like the story is like really riveting. Wait, what is this? Okay, I already read that. All right, we're going to end this stream here. I'll be back tomorrow night with more of the story. And we'll get to utilize all these skills that we learned. See how that goes. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do we need to save it? Is it saved? Create new save. X. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock for me. So I'm going to turn in after upload a video, and I'm going to let it upload overnight, and go to bed. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my stream, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. That'll be awesome. Catch you guys later.